Hey, welcome to the garage. Today's project, or this video's project, is building new trailer ramps. The trailer ramps that I'm building they're going to be 3-inch channel for the side rails, and then 2-inch angle iron for the cross pieces, which I cut with my plasma cutter. Did pretty good. I'm not the greatest with a plasma. I cut them at 14 inches long, or tried to. They were just a fraction longer than that. And then I marked the side channel, the side pieces at 8 1/4 inches. I made sure all the angle iron all the cross pieces would fit, and went ahead and cleaned up where I was going to do the welding. Cleaned up the ends of those cross pieces, and then spent quite a bit of time making sure that the side rails, that the whole thing was going to be square, so that my ramps would lay flat and do what they're supposed to do. And then I got to tacking. I tried to tack in kind of a crisscross pattern, moving around as much as I could just to keep the heat down. Wasn't going to generate a lot of heat in this big piece just with tacking, but wanted to keep it from warping on me as much as I could. I got this all tacked up. Took a couple of test runs trying to get my voltage right. I think what I'm going to do is stand this up. I'm just better at welding horizontal than I am vertical-ish, so I think I'll get better welds if I do it that way. This thing is going to be brutally heavy. It's not horrible. It ain't light. It's not. If I can just keep it from falling on me, that'll be great. The ramps are going to be 16 3/4 inches wide total, 14 inches for those cross pieces, and then the adding in the ears, I guess, for the C channel. That makes it up to about 16 3/4, which I think is going to be plenty wide. And running those cross pieces at 8 1/4 inch separated, that's close enough together to make for kind of a smooth ramp without just adding too terribly much weight. Definitely not light. But I think those look pretty good. These welds turned out. I think they'll do. I don't know. I mean, like I said, still don't really consider myself a welder, but I think these guys will hold. I think they will. I got good heat penetration going all the way through. So, and that's the same on both sides. So I think I got some good welds. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, I know we're about 4 minutes into this video, and some of you guys start getting a little jumpy, so I'm going to hurry it along. It is the next day, a couple days later actually, and I've got my new side rail set up. I'm going to go ahead and get the pieces laid out and try to get these built. These should go a little quicker than the first one did. Again, I'm just using these. They're the perfect space to space up my cross pieces and get them at exactly the height that I want. It also keeps them level. Looks like I've got some more adjusting to do. Got some gaps I got to fix. The second one went a little quicker, although what I ran into was the cross pieces that I had cut. When I went to put them in this ramp, And I had to cut 4 new ones because the side arms for this were just twisted a little too much. And so I had some that were just way too short and it was going to be too much of a gap. So I had to cut 4 new ones and get those cleaned up. But once I had that done, then things moved along pretty quickly. And just like that, there were 2. I'm done with those. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. All I did was save you about an hour and a half of mediocre welding. So anyway, I got these guys welded up. Here's what's going to happen. We got 2 more things that are going to happen on these ramps. I'm going to angle the I'm going to angle the bottom of them so that when they hit the ground, they won't be digging in here, and then I'll kind of plate that. I've also got to mount some 2-inch by 1/4-inch wall tube on these ends. And that's what I'm going to use to mount them to the trailer. But that's going to be for a different video. If I had to do it again, the plasma cutter worked great. It caused me extra work on having to grind and clean up the ends. Just one, because I'm not that good with a plasma cutter. But a really good chop saw or bandsaw or something where you can get really accurate cuts definitely would be the way I would go if I was going to build another set. I'd want to cut them a little more cleanly. And the other thing is, and this is not anything that can be helped really, the steel, these C channels that I got were they're just a little warped, so I had to fight those a little bit, but they turned out pretty doggone close to square. And I think they'll work. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna wrap here, and like, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's cool too. I hope you got something out of this, a little bit entertaining and fun. And I will see you on the next one when we'll be figuring out how to actually mount these ramps to the trailer in a way that they can be removable. So, all right, see you later.